Alright, what's going on, guys? I just got back from a much needed vacation. I am at loss at words right now because I'm nearing 5,000 subscribers in a little bit under 3 days. When Dismo originally uploaded the video, I had around 300 subscribers or 360 subscribers, and now I'm almost at 5,000. This is absolutely crazy, man. Thank you so much for uploading that video, dude. It's basically gave me a whole new perspective on YouTube, and I want to try my hardest to grow my channel and basically put as much effort into it as I can. And today's video, I really want to talk about the best knife only class setup in Black Ops 3. Well, at least my opinion is the best. So basically, what my go-to search and destroy class is the NX Shadow Claw with the bayonet, the combat axe, which you can interchange the combat axe for pretty much a concussion, a smoke screen, or an EMP, whatever you like in that class or that category. But I would not use a frag, thermite, Semtex, trip mine, or C4 because that's technically not knife only in my opinion. I don't think that's knife only in my book because I don't use any of that. But for the first perk, I have 6th Sense. And there's really only 2 perks that you need in this perk category. So 6th Sense and Ghost. Ghost keeps you off the radar. Is really good for, 2nd, 3rd, 4th rounds in search and destroy because, by then an enemy is probably going to get a UAV or something. But first round, you always want to run 6th Sense. And also, my perk 2, I run Hardwired and I run Tracker. These two perks are probably the best perks for search and destroy, in my opinion. You can use Scavenger for respawn, Fast Hands if you're trying to tomahawk and you don't have the Shadow Claw or something. We'll get to that in a minute. But my perk 3 greed, I use Dead Silence and Blast Suppressor. If you want to use awareness, you can be a little chode if you want, but I don't use it, man. I use Blast Suppressor. Blast Suppressor is probably I think it's way better than awareness because people with awareness are going to hear you more if you have awareness on because you're going to be sliding and jumping. They can hear that stuff because people in Search and Destroy are super sweats and they have Astros cranked up to the max, sound horning you 24/7, and it's pretty irritating. Alright, so basically I have that class set up, and then I have another one in case I see an enemy has 500 points, they might have a UAV or something, so I'll pop this on. But I want to give you guys a warning. So basically you don't want to pop this class on unless the timer, okay, so basically if the timer is started counting down towards the next round, you do not want to put this class on because you'll be wasting it. The ghost perk does not work if you put it on while the timer is counting down. So you have to put it on while the kill cam's going on for the previous round or while you're waiting on, the round to get to the kill cam. So if you put it on during the timer, it's going to be wasting, so you might as well use your first one, which has the 6th Sense on it. And also I want to show you guys what you can do right here. Instead of having perk 2 greed, if you want to always run Ghost and 6th Sense, you can always just run perk 1 greed and have both perks at the same time and get rid of Tracker. You're going to always want Hardwired. You do not want to die by freaking trip mines, shock charges, C4s. That's just mad irritating. But I'm going to change this class back to the way I have it. This is how I like playing Search and Destroy. So yeah, wait, Tracker, there we go. Alright, so here's the meleeing class setup, which doesn't involve the ballistic knife or the Shadow Claw. Fortunately, I don't have the ballistic knife, so I can't show the class setup for that. But okay, so I have a butterfly knife on here, and I have a combat axe, concussion, 6th Sense, hardwired, fast hands, dead silence, and blast suppressor. This is my favorite one. This is what I was using before I got the Shadow Claw. And also, if you guys want to, you can take off perk 2 greed. Actually, no, you need perk 2 greed because perk 2 greed brings your tomahawk up faster. So you want to take off perk 3 greed, and you can run 2 combat axes instead of having blast suppressor. But I do want to warn you, people in Search and Destroy do use awareness, so they will hear you more. And the whole key of knifing only is coming up behind people with surprise and being stealthy. Alright guys, so here's my respawn class setup. It's the NX Shadow Claw with the bayonet, and I have a combat axe, which obviously you can use any of these things that you want to your liking. I don't use any of those, I just use a tomahawk. I have Ghost, Sixth Sense, Hardwired, Scavenger, so you can replenish your bullets or not bullets, your arrows for your NX Shadow Claw. And then I have Blast Suppressor, because not many people run awareness in respawn game modes like TDM, Domination, Headquarters, Hardpoint. Well, Headquarters not even in this game. Hardpoint. So yeah, that's pretty much my respawn go-to class setup. Alright, so here's my respawn melee weapon setup, which is basically, any melee weapon you want. So just say for example you want a Brass Knuckles. So I'm gonna put a cool little camo on it real quick. I'll put Cosmic. Alright, so you have 2 combat axes, a concussion, Ghost, Scavenger, Fast Hands, and Blast Suppressor. You can change out Blast Suppressor for Gung Ho, but Gung Ho takes a long time to get used to. Basically, Gung Ho, all it does is allows you to pull up tomahawks while you're running, which, I mean, it can be beneficial or it can be mad irritating. I find it irritating and beneficial. If you hold your tomahawk out while you're running around, yes, it can be beneficial. But if you're running around and you're trying to pull out your tomahawk every time, it feels super weird, it doesn't feel right, so I don't use that very much. So basically, these are the best class setups for knifing only on Black Ops 3. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Mr. T gold on my body, 6 chains. Niggas tryna copy skirt, switch lanes. Bad bitch with me, she don't know you, you a lame. You ain't getting money, boy, that's just loose.